hamstring, but also mentally, how is he? Because he posted about the kind of hate and negativity, and he's had a really difficult few months, hasn't he?
No, I think he feels well because I seen, like we were talking, he started his recovery. He's 1 day less, that closer to be with the group. I think this is really positive. We are all positive around him. We are going to help to evolve in the best way. And of course, always it's tough for a player that it's a very complicated season, very difficult season for him. But I think now is the process to start to recover. Like I told before, it's 1 day less to be part again to the group, and we are going to take it in a positive way because the most important thing is to start to to solve the problem and of course helping him and to be strong, being positive because that is a very important thing, and that is why this amazing structure that the club have is to support in that case Riz to be in his best form and recover as soon as possible.
And what sort of time frame will he look at?
We don't know for sure, several weeks. That I don't know if it's months, but the most important is now is to see him again here with us after his surgery and then talk day by day and assess him day by day and see if it can be as soon as possible part of the team. But of course, several weeks for sure.
Is it because Kante was about 4 months? Is it similar to that? Maybe March, April?
Hope less than hope. That is my wish. Yes, for New Year, but I think I think we cannot say, what to put the period because always is going to be in the way that he is going to, or his body is going to react and heal the damage.
Chris Van Kunku, Chelsea fans finally got to see him for 21 minutes. We saw him out training this morning. Did it come through okay? Is he ready for more minutes? He seemed to lift the whole place when he was on. How excited are you to?
Yes, I think
give him some more time.
Everyone was exciting because I think everyone want to see him, fit and be involved on the game. And of course, when the result like up and down, like from the beginning of the season, always is a good news because we know very well the quality and the capacity to help the team, in a very good way. But of course, we need to be patient. We need to give time. We need to provide him, the capacity for him to find his best form. I am not waiting more than to help. Like was the last game against Newcastle, the possibility to be involved in the game. But of course, to play from the beginning, I don't know. I think it's too early to see him to start the game. But of course, in few weeks or in next few games, maybe we are going to consider him to start on the starting 11, but not at the moment.
More news on Conor Gallagher today. With 18 months left on his contract and because he's homegrown, there's a lot of speculation that the club might have to sell him. What are you saying to your board? How important is he to what you're trying to build here? Because he's played in all but one game for you Premier League this season.
Yes, always like I am talking before. I think always is this type of situation always is in between the club and the player, and it's difficult for any coach in any team to talk. I think always is going to be a decision of the club and the player, and of course what I am doing is to coach the team, is doing trying to make the best choice as possible to try to perform. And of course, at the moment so far, he's doing well and he's doing fantastic for the team. And of course, he's playing because he deserves. But in another side, always talking about the future is more about the club and the player and see what they are going to decide to do.
Last one, please, Gail.
Clearly you have an influence over that. I mean, how hard can you push them? How hard do you say, I want to keep him, he's really important?
Yeah, but always in my previous also experience in different club, always you know very well that I always try to give my best opinion, advice to the club. I am a manager that always love to work with, of course, the club, the sporting director, the owners, and of course the player, because that's the most important thing in football. The player, the principal actor, but always it's about to talk all and to analyze the things and then to take the best decision for the club on the end. But always it's about, I repeat, in many experience in the previous past, I think it's always about clubs and players that need to decide what they want to do.
Thank you. Soraya, PLP.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Congratulations on the Newcastle win. The team showed a lot of personality. Alongside Mudryk, when you brought on natural fullbacks, Gusto and Maatsen, it really, really changed the game. We know injuries have been impacting your lineups. You've been lining up with 4 centre-backs. Is there a specific reason why you're playing Levi Colwill over Ian Maatsen at left-back?
We need to consider too many things. It's a good question because, yes, you make some point that it's true. But I think the consideration is about Malo Gusto that came from an injury and is not still, or wasn't at the moment so far considered to play 90 minutes. That it was the decision to play with Axel on the right back. Waiting that maybe to happen after is to put Malo and provide him to 45 minutes to help the team. It's a question a little bit like you force me to explain things that are so obvious, but of course you are right in your analysis. Congratulations. You were very good.
Noni Madueke has not had a lot of game time this season so far, but he's had a lot of injuries and setbacks and match fitness. Is that the main reason, or can you do more to have a feature of a chance on the pitch when he's on the bench?
I think from the beginning of the season he was involved and not involved, and he was injured and suffered some problem. I think it's always, what we expect from the player and then the competition. I think Noni is in a position that is a massive competition because it's too many players in that area, and I think he need to compete and he need to increase his level. I think at the moment, was injured and now he's recovering and maybe will be involved for the next games.
And the atmosphere at the Bridge against Newcastle was fantastic, one of the best all season. You've spoken many times about the fan support and how that can push the players. What do you think that Newcastle win will do to this very young squad going into the Wolves game?
You can repeat, sorry, because I get lost.
I said it was a really good fan support at Stamford Bridge.
Yes.
You had your penalty shootout, a lot of experience gained, really good for the young group. What do you think they would have learned from that match going into Wolves?
What I learned that our fans are amazing, but the problem that is they behave well because the team was good, and translate very good energy, and that is our responsibility to perform well, to create this atmosphere, to relate to the team, to the fans, because I think the fans react really well when they can see on the pitch that the team is doing well and show great energy. I think it was fantastic. It was a little bit, a shame that we didn't score before, but look, that is a massive lesson for us. Is always believe. We are young and always try, always to keep pushing and never give up. That is I think for me the best lesson that we can took from the game of Newcastle.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John Southall.
You spoke the other day of trying to get a togetherness, maybe an identity in the team. How important do you think Tuesday night could be for that process?
Yeah, for me it should be a very important thing for us. We need to show that we are clever and to capitalize the experience and then to use in the future. Of course, every single game is different competition, and I think yes, it's a part of the process to grow and to improve like a team, like a group. Yes, I think it was really, really important. I think step by step we are building something good. Still far away that what we want, but I think we are in a good way with up and down. But I think we are doing things that will be positive for the future.
We spoke a few weeks ago about playing on Christmas Eve, and I don't think you were particularly happy there. Was it your wedding anniversary?
Yes,
or
tomorrow.
you
Tomorrow.
pacified your wife?
Tomorrow I need to go. We need to train, and I'm going to be here on the training ground, and then we go for Birmingham, and yes, I'm not going to be with my wife, but okay, waiting for the 24th to celebrate, the anniversary.
How important are the next 3 games? Because we've seen it before where you've won a couple and you think you've turned the corner, and then you lose a couple, and you've got games coming up in pretty quick succession: Wolves, Crystal Palace, Luton. So the next 3 could be for your season, could be massive, couldn't it?
Yes, we only want to think in 24, in the 24 ball game. I think it's going to be tough. It's going to be difficult. We saw many games that for the opponent it's very tough to play there, and of course it's going to be a challenge. Our objective is to win the first game, that is against Wolves, and then thinking 3 days after in Palace, and of course in 3 days after in Luton. Yes, it will be massive for us in case to win the 3 games, because 9 points is going to provide us to be in a better position, on the table.
Just a final one: the Super League proposals have re-emerged. I would just be interested to get your thoughts on those.
Oh, my thoughts are the same that the club made a statement yesterday, to support the decision of the club, and yes, fully commitment with the club, with Chelsea, and complete agree with the statement from the club.
Will it? Is it something, do you think, that will eventually it will happen? 'Cause it keeps coming back, isn't it?
Difficult to know, because I was listening yesterday and today in this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, I was listening to the radio in Spain, and all the explanation. Difficult to understand and difficult to.
You understand it?
Yeah, it's difficult to see, if that happened, how it's going to happen. I think it's so early, but I think it's so difficult. I am so focused in the Premier League or in the club, and it's difficult to translate myself, in the future, and see, because too many question mark.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Last question in this section, Rahman.
Mauricio, if I could just get a little bit specifics on Romeo Lavia. It says he's back in training with the first team. Is there a chance he could make his debut this weekend?
Oh, you are, pushing. You are so pushing with the player are not playing. Lavia is the same, similar to Nkunku when he arrived and never can make the debut, and after nearly 6 months, maybe he will be involved. Maybe tomorrow will be involved with the team. He's doing well, but still need time, to get his best form. Or desperate to make the debut or to push in. But what I'm going to make clear that all the players, after a big period of, out of the competition, they are desperate to be involved. But they cannot, even it's a message for the player, because they cannot make a mistake. They can be involved, but in which way, in which form, in which level. Yes, it's easy to say, I want to play. Yeah, but we are competing. And it's so serious, the competition. And after 6 months, like Nkunku, like him, they need to understand that they need to be involved, and they need to train really, really hard every day, or double than the players that are fit, because they need to be an impact every time that they go to the pitch. It's not to say, we are in pre-season games and they are going to be in the pitch, and if they perform well, but if they don't perform, no, because the excuse is because 6 months. For many sin is an excuse. For many sin is I want to play. If I don't have time, I cannot perform. But in the same time, yes, is to play with that, and you need to understand, the people need to understand, but the player need to understand that is not a charity things that we are going to play for shock and play football. No, we need to win. We must win. That is why sometimes we feel so disappointed, the professional, because sometimes the player, difficult to understand the environment of the player also. If they say, disappointed because didn't play again, and Nkunku in that case again, Sheffield United. I am disappointed to have a player that we should be an important player for us is not helping the team. I'm disappointed. If he didn't play, it's not because we don't believe in him, or in that case, Lavia. It's because it's too many another players that are fit and are training during 6 months, and maybe in that moment that we need to decide to make an impact or to be on the pitch to be an impact, are more ready than these guys. It's not we are not talking about names or suppose that it's going to be better one than another. It's about the moment. It's today. Who is ready to compete and provide the thing that we expect from the player and add to the team. Maybe I am talking too much, but no, it's true. But come on, it's annoying me sometimes. No, annoying me, but not you. Oh, people around the player, complain, I wanted to play, I am disappointed, I want to do, come on. I am disappointed. The club is disappointed that is investing big, to perform and to score goals, and when you are not scoring goals, okay, we pay the salary every month. If you not play, if you are injured, or when you not perform, yes, come on. Who suffer for us, for the coaches? Who suffer for the club? Who suffer? No, it's always no. Come on. This to get the right balance in all this business is so important.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you.